In the quaint tapestry of small-town Northern California, Fernando Araujo, an artist and pot grower by trade, etched his name in the annals of local lore with a plot straight out of a comic book. Araujo, a modern-day Renaissance man with a penchant for the extraordinary, catapulted to notoriety with his Donatello project, a venture that blurred the lines between audacity and artistry. Yet this project was no ordinary brushstroke of creativity. It was a bank heist, a daring escapade that seized the public's fascination. Araujo, a resident of the town, hatched a plan reminiscent of the escapades of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cult classic that champions heroes who navigate their world through underground channels. Araujo, a self-declared aficionado of the franchise, envisioned transforming this fictional narrative into a startling reality. The blueprint of his venture was not crafted in the shadows, but drawn in the light of extensive research and preparation. With a team forged from various walks of life, all bound by trust and a shared goal, Araujo embarked on a mission that demanded meticulous planning. The crew, under the pretense of an architectural study, leased a property near the bank, providing them a strategic vantage point to launch their subterranean exploit. Araujo, donning the garb of an architecture student, mingled with locals, sketching the bank's facade and weaving tales of architectural history. Little did the townsfolk know that these innocent sketches were part of a grander scheme to dissect the bank's vulnerabilities. The tunnel, the project's cornerstone, was an engineering marvel, chiseled by hand to dodge the prying eyes of modern technology. Spanning over 100 feet, it snaked from their rented abode to the bank's underbelly, circumventing a labyrinth of utility lines and potential pitfalls. The team's dedication saw them working in shifts, excavating and fortifying, transforming the earth beneath into a hidden highway to their treasure trove. As the D-Day of the heist loomed, the team oscillated between peaks of anticipation and troughs of anxiety. The success of their Donatello project hinged on stealth and precision. Above ground, life in the small town hummed its usual tune, oblivious to the dramatic saga unfolding in its depths. However, in a twist that would make for riveting cinema, their grand plan hit a snag. The unfolding of events post-mishap catapulted the Donatello project from the realm of local gossip to a national sensation. Araujo and his ambitious venture became a story of caution, illustrating a dance on the razor's edge where ambition intersects with deception, and where the line between fiction and reality is perilously thin. Araujo, a man with a vision as bold as it was audacious, assembled a team with skills as diverse as their backgrounds, including the mechanically savvy Sebastian Garcia Bolster. Their plan? To harness the brute force of heavy machinery and the ingenuity of a custom-built cannon to crack open the bank's deposit boxes. Araujo's approach to crew assembly was nothing short of methodical, with each member handpicked for their unique abilities. Bolster, the motorcycle mechanic, was lured into the fold with the promise of a thrilling challenge: to drill into the bank and navigate a tunnel connecting the basement to the city's underbelly. Alongside Bolster, Araujo enlisted Ruben Beto de la Torre, Luis Mario Vitet Solanes, and the enigmatic The Doc, each bringing their own specialized expertise to this clandestine endeavor. Central to the heist was the use of a bespoke cannon, a device engineered specifically to breach the bank's defenses and lay bare its treasures. Bolster's role was crucial. He was the mastermind behind operating this cannon, designed to penetrate the deposit boxes with precision and speed. Complementing this firepower, the crew wielded heavy-duty tools, including a 220-watt generator and an electro-pneumatic drill, to burrow a path into the bank's foundation, a feat of engineering that was both daring and dangerous. But the plot didn't just hinge on breaking in, it required an escape plan as cunning as the heist itself. The crew modified a van, ingeniously outfitting it with a floor hatch that led to the city's sewer network, their planned route for a stealthy getaway. This van was not merely a vehicle, it was their mobile command center, a means to transport their ill-gotten gains and elude the grasp of law enforcement. Their plan was meticulous: emerge from the sewers through a manhole and then, in their nondescript van, vanish into the urban sprawl, all while the town above remained none the wiser. This was no ordinary robbery. It was a blend of mechanical prowess, subterranean stealth, and audacious planning, set against the backdrop of a town where such machinations seemed the stuff of fiction. Araujo and his team were poised to redefine what it meant to pull off a bank heist, proving that sometimes the most extraordinary plots are hatched not on the silver screen, but in the shadows of our everyday world. In a scene reminiscent of a Hollywood thriller, a group of daring robbers orchestrated a heist in a small Appalachian town, transforming a quiet local bank into the stage for a dramatic showdown. Donning masks and armed to the teeth, the robbers barged into the bank, quickly establishing dominion over the premises and its stunned occupants. With a mix of precision and intimidation, they corralled the hostages into the main lobby, a tense tableau where the stakes were as high as the pile of cash they intended to pilfer. The robbers' strategy was a blend of cunning and theatrics. They engaged in what could only be described as faux negotiations, a ruse to throw the authorities off balance. Their demands were straight out of a crime drama: a hefty ransom and a getaway vehicle, all in exchange for the safety of the hostages. But beneath this veneer of negotiation lies a more chaotic plan. Smoke grenades and other disruptive devices were their tools of choice, creating a smokescreen, both literal and metaphorical, to mask their true intentions. In a meticulous effort to erase any trace of their presence, the robbers used unconventional methods. They doused the bank with chlorine, a ploy to obscure any DNA evidence they might have left behind. As they made their escape, smoke bombs clouded the scene, adding to the confusion and aiding their stealthy retreat. Their exit strategy was as unorthodox as it was effective. The robbers vanished into the town's labyrinthine sewer system, navigating through the murky depths to reach a prearranged escape vehicle. Despite the best efforts of local law enforcement, the robbers managed to slip through the net, vanishing into thin air with their illicit gains. The heist's aftermath left the authorities grappling with more questions than answers. The town, usually a picture of Appalachian tranquility, found itself at the center of a crime mystery, the likes of which it had never seen. Law enforcement officials have since cast a wide net, appealing to the public for any leads that could help unmask the perpetrators of this audacious crime. In an unforeseen twist fit for a crime thriller, a group of robbers, having just executed what they thought was a flawless heist, found themselves ensnared in a domestic drama worthy of a soap opera. The bandits had retreated to their safe house, where they believed they could revel in their success undetected. As they divvied up their ill-gotten gains, little did they know that their perfect crime was about to unravel in the most unexpected way. Enter Amy, the wife of one of the robbers, Beto. In a move that would make Lady Macbeth nod in approval, Amy, without a whisper of consent from her husband, helped herself to a sizable portion of the loot. This act of marital larceny set off a chain reaction of events that spiraled beyond their control. Beto, blindsided and infuriated by his wife's audacity, confronted her. The dispute escalated, turning their private quarrel into a public spectacle. But the drama didn't end at the threshold of their home. In a move that would make the Greek tragedians proud, Amy, perhaps driven by guilt, fear, or a sudden moral epiphany, turned whistleblower on her husband's criminal enterprise. She reported the crime to the authorities, leading to Beto's swift arrest. The fallout was cataclysmic, not only resulting in Beto's incarceration, but also fracturing the family unit and casting a shadow over the bonds of trust and loyalty that once held them together. The rest of the gang, who had believed themselves to be sipping from the chalice of success, were left reeling. Their euphoria over the heist's apparent success was abruptly shattered. The revelation of Amy's actions and Beto's subsequent arrest served as a stark reminder that the best-laid plans of mice and men often go awry. The robbers' joyous celebrations turned to ash, leaving them to grapple with the reality that their perfect crime was anything but. This turn of events reads like a cautionary tale straight out of a crime caper, where greed, betrayal, and family drama converge to unravel what was once thought to be a meticulously planned heist. The story of the robbers and their ill-fated venture has since become a tale of intrigue, reminding us that even in the underworld of crime, the most unpredictable element is often the human factor.